Our second camping trip within the last month.
Starting our adventure on our hikes in Door County. Woohoo! We're going on the Sunset Trail hike that goes northwest of Nicollet Bay and then curves into Green Bay. And then we'll hit the sunset side here shortly. Hee hee. On the shores of Door County. White pebbles. Super bright reflection.
What a nice trail. It's called Sunset Trail. We're about 2 hours from sunset. About an hour to sunset now. We've seen about 6 deer so far. Mark's checking the trail for us.
Want to see it?
Yeah.
Oh, you can see that.
We're close to getting back on the trail. Just around that bend.
Interesting. I think they're blooming flower. Lost much of their. Really something. Walk along the shore. Really beautiful. Great lighting. All the silty mist between the shore and the rock formations. The birch trees, some change of color. The sky still blue. Pastel.
Ooh la la. Look at this sunset. Peninsula State Park, Wisconsin on Green Bay.
You can see the moon, half moon over there.
Oh yeah, there's the moon. Very
I've never sat like right at the water level like this. Thought a bunch of noise around at the beach or something.
dipping below the horizon. Going, almost gone. Oh, I think there it went. I think that's the end.
Whoa.
Wow. We're cutting through the woods back to our campsite after the sun went down, hoping to get there before complete dark.
Well, we made it back to our almost epic hike
In the moonlight.
in the moonlight on Nicollet Bay. Getting ready for some camping tent camping, and before that, most importantly, foil dinners.
I see lots of stars. This is really clear. I see more stars here than ever, even in Montana.
What you doing over there?
Putting some more wood on.
More wood on the fire?
This is a big piece of wood. This is it's gonna be hard to put this.
We got our foil dinner on the fire here. On the coals, trying to avoid the flames, which from here it doesn't look like we are, but actually, well, maybe we're not. It's an art more than a science, but we're not.
Mushrooms are in there. Mushrooms, potatoes, onions, garlic, hamburger, salt and pepper.
It all came from right over there. Even have them at home. You just have to have a fire just to have this. I'm serious. It's so good. You gotta have, just make them. Let's go primitive in LaGrange, baby. And Calatrava would approve of how it looks. It's beautiful. It's a trifecta. Look at it. It's a perfect trifecta. Look at that.
It's so quiet here.
This is the quietest place I think I've ever been to. This has been just an amazing, amazing fire. After an amazing, amazing sunset. Oh yeah. And in between those two, the most amazing dinner. And a pretty darn good hike. Peninsula State Park. Say what?
It's cold. It's cold here. It's cold. Having some breakfast in Fish Creek. Cute little town. Driving down Main Street in Fish Creek in Door County, right beside Peninsula State Park, where we camped. Now we're driving through an even smaller town called Ephraim.
This has like local charm, even though it's right.
It's a Coke machine. Oh, yummy.
We might have to go there. Maybe tomorrow.
This is a cute place, man. Look at this park. It's pretty.
Parasailing.
Parasailing.
It says back there.
It's October 3rd.
Discount on parasailing.
Lots of nice bayside inns.
Fish boiled tonight at the old post office.
Oh, that's where we're going
Right there.
tonight.
That's where
That's where we're going to be. This is the Peninsula Park golf course. There's a full golf course and a 6-hole course. A driving range. We're going to go up Eagle Tower and then start a hike. Sentinel Trail leading to other trails. Hiking all around the park today. We're staying here in Peninsula State Park. Went to Fish Creek in Ephraim today. Up on the top of Eagle Tower. Looking over Green Bay. A little bit of color. Trees are starting to turn. We're walking down Sentinel Trail in a nice wooded area. I think this whole park is pretty much wooded. Really nice summer getaway. This is a paper birch. Looks like the bark is peeling like paper. And how do I know? Because this little handy dandy thing that tells us what the trees are all around. We're on the Lone Pine Trail now. Pretty steep. On the Minnehaha Trail. Nice trail through the trees. Right on the water. So this is the north part of the peninsula, and the rocks are much bigger than last night on the western part of the peninsula. I suppose these rocks were left when the glaciers pushed them here. This tree seems to have many holes in it. Maybe from woodpeckers?
This tree has some really swirly bark.
Tree grows the roots over this big pile of rocks. All the little pine needles and leaves that are on the trail that we're walking on. So pretty. We're on Eagle Trail now. Still along the water, very rooty, more difficult hiking and rocky. This looks like some kind of ancient temple or something. A little cave carved into the rocks, or looks sturdy. Doesn't go back really very far.
Look at those trees growing up there off the side of this stone face.
More caves.
Yes, the glacier just came through and ripped the stone off.
I guess so.
This is the part that jutted out.
Yeah. It's really washed out in here.
We're on the Eagle Trail across from village or town of Ephraim.
Now we're going to Camp Store in the beach area. Rent kayaks here. We're passing by part of the golf course. It looks really nice. We're going through the town of Sister Bay, which is just north of Peninsula State Park. Scandinavian culture. Scandinavian restaurants anyway. Ephraim at a historic dock and store. We are at a fish boil. Wow, and they're really making it hot.
Door County. Look at that. Pretty good at beer can that says Door County. Oh, we just drove through that town. Little sister.
Oh yeah,
That's the story.
yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
Let's get them in there. Oh, that is one full kettle too. Whew. 7:06, close enough. All right, now if you've never been to a fish boil before, obviously this is quite a dining experience to say the least. Door County is definitely home to the fish boils. Once the water's boiling, you start your timer at 30 minutes. Each fish boil takes a half an hour. I'm gonna put a little kerosene on that thing to get it cooking again. Potatoes go in the kettle first for the whole half an hour. Onions go in the kettle second, depending on the size of them. And then the fish you put in the kettle for the last 7 minutes. It's like gonna make the whole kettle boil over, and all this foam and ash and gunk from the top goes right along with it. It actually works.
Come right this
Ready?
way.
One,
Am I going up?
2, 3.
Oh, Jesus.
There it is. Thanks, everyone. Hope you enjoyed all the fish.
Thank you.
Boil talk. Nice one.
We have melted butter on the table, and there is some seasoning because it's really good on the fish.
What did we pay for that?
This is
The
so
best. I
good.
never caught any big fish. My dad always did.
The white fish is so tender. Here we are, another night of fire. Mesmerizing.
Open the bridge over here. The drawbridge is going up.
We are in Sturgeon Bay. Having breakfast. Mark has a quiche that he likes a lot. Some pie, and I got some granola that's really good. At the Maritime Museum, just looking at this tugboat. Traffic going through now. The whole process took 5 minutes. A boat that hopefully could never be sunk to rescue people and out to sea in rough seas. Coming into Potawatomi State Park. There's a small section of the Ice Age Trail, and this is where the trail ends, the eastern terminus. Land comes right out of the water, out of Green Bay.
Some of these layers are really thick, like here. And some of them are really thin, like here.
Makes me wish I knew more about geology and mineralogy.
There's Green Bay out there.
Just sitting here on a bench, having a little bit of trail mix, water, watching the fishing boats go by.
Are you feeling kind of beachy? I mean birchy?
A lot of birches. on our way home. Still in Door County, north of Green Bay. We found this little cheese shop. Renard's Artisan Cheese. Looks cool.
Aged cheddar. I said, well, what would you recommend? He said, I'd recommend 7. So 7 it is. 50 miles or something.
So we got a cherry cheesecake.
So I go right here?
Yeah. And some cheese.